what you know about this legacy. Wednesday night, tuned in to this legacy. Mark and Will locked in on this legacy. Mel and PRP's in on this legacy. Let's go. What you know about this legacy. Wednesday night, tuned in to this legacy. Mark and Will locked in on this legacy. Get your popcorn, I know you need this medicine. Let's go.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of Legacy, where this show is strictly about Mel and PRP. Of course, you got the first two hosts the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I see a familiar face.
We have a special guest in the building.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he went to the famous Mel High School.
How'd you guess that?
I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
How'd you guess that, bro?
It was kind of easy. It was kind of easy. Yeah. Mr. Brennen.
Yeah, Brennen Booth is in the place. What's going on,
How
bro?
you doing?
Hello. Not a whole lot. Just got home from practice and got a little something to eat and then jumped on with you guys. So,
hey, man.
Glad to be on. Thanks for having me.
Hey, appreciate you big time, man. Hey. These interviews it's not even like an interview because, like I said, we're like brothers, man. I mean, Brennen, he helped me out so much when I was at Mel, facing the first team and stuff like that. Class of 91 right here, Mr. Brennen. So basically, we want to go ahead and dive into a lot of things, get to know Brennen and also your experiences as far as the league, and also, of course, at Mel and different stuff, and then actually what you hit on, because you have a nice little journey that you've been doing, and I think people's going to be amazed with the kind of connections that you have to, like, let's say, a current football coach at Mel right now, that kind of stuff too. Besides, I've seen a lot of pictures, different stuff like that, and you got a lot of ties, period, in the city still like that. First of all, Brennen, let everybody know exactly the position you played at Mel and where you at now, that kind of stuff, and then we'll go to the younger age.
Okay. In Mel, I played offensive line, played offensive guard, offensive tackle. I actually went into it as a freshman thinking I was going to play tight end. And I think they saw me move a little bit and they were like, why don't you go down with that group? So, I played offensive line in grade school, so I played, like I said, guard and tackle, mainly guard. Like we talked about, my senior year, they moved the tackles and the guard and me out to tackle. I think they helped us, kind of get to that second, third level.
Yeah.
Like the big boys kind of do the double teams and stuff like that. So enjoyed it. I think we had like a 35 and 12 record or something like that. We had a real good winning percentage.
That's better than Riggs. That's better than Coach Kevin was on here. He was talking.
He's over too.
But like we talked about a little bit earlier, I mean, just a lot of pride in school, a lot of pride in wearing the purple and gold. Great years. I mean, I had a lot of fun with you guys, our teammates. It's one of those things I tell people all the time, tell my kids now. You didn't mess with us, whether we hung out with each other or,
right.
Or didn't hang out with each other. If you were going to mess with us, you were going to get all of us. Kind of like that Desmond song. I mean, it's true. Like, we were tight like that.
Right.
Like, we were brothers. I mean, we were brothers and we had each other's back, whether we were, whatever the situation was. I can remember one situation, we all kind of pulled together and got things taken care of, but I had a lot of pride in what we did in high school.
Right.
And enjoyed my days, man. And then,
Hold on, Brennen. Hold on, because I see you been in the corner a little bit. So let's go. Let's do it this way. And Brennen is so right. I mean, anybody who ever watched the Mark and Will show, especially the Legacy, they know how much pride I have with these Bulldogs. And and this having a brother on the show, you know what I'm saying, and be able to chat about the times that we was there is meaningful.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people don't understand that. You know, like you said, just because I may not seen you in some years or where we talk, but when I see you, man, it's like we never miss a beat, and that's just across how we are as Bulldogs, and we was taught that, you know, the camaraderie, that brotherhood, and things like that. And so, you know, you reached out to me. I reached out to the whole nation. You reached out. We had some nice conversation, trying to see what's going on. So that's why we heard now. So let everybody know, Brennen, like growing up, what sport you play, and how old was you when you started playing sports, man?
Well, I started playing like t-ball when I was young, like I think it was like 8 or 9. You know, had an unfortunate situation where I got hit in the mouth with a ball and just decided that was really for me. You know, so then started about 5th grade. I was actually in a Catholic school. I grew up in Germantown, so there was a Catholic school right there in the area that, you know, that we went to school at. So I started playing for Germantown Catholic, which was in the Catholic School League, which was a combination of about 6 schools in Germantown.
Right.
You know, we took our beatings, and then my 8th grade year, we ended up winning the city championship, the Toy Bowl, is what they called it. So, you know, grew up going to Manual Stadium, and I think that's the first time I saw Mayo play was at Manual Stadium. It wasn't against Manual, but I think they probably get St. X or somebody like that. And just something caught me. And, you know, I played O-line, but I was at a Catholic school. My whole family went to St. X. You know,
Wow.
The St. X Athletic Hall of Fame.
Wow. So why you didn't go there, man? What happened with that one? What happened? They said, nah, we ain't wasting their money on you.
No, they let me go. My sisters went to private school, but
Okay.
I fell in love with the purple and gold, man. I was,
Okay.
you know, I remember Coach Carr and I, after my freshman year, my sophomore year, we were over watching the game. Might have been my sophomore year, and the freshmen were playing over at Trinity, and for some reason, the coach from St. X, Mike Glazer, came up, and he was like, "Hey, man, if you're ever unhappy over at Med, you can always come over to St. X." And Coach Carr was like, he put his arm around me and looked at Coach Glazer and was like, he ain't going nowhere.
Right.
There was just something about Mayo that just I fell in love with. My parents put me on the list at like 6th grade. I got lucky. 8th grade year, Barrett opened up as traditional. Opened up a spot, so I went to Barrett my 8th grade year. Still played football at Germantown Catholic. But I was Mayo. I feel like I was Mayo born and bred. You know what I mean? Like, even though I didn't really have any connection, I had a couple uncles, or not uncles, but cousins, like Dwight Gang, who started Valhalla. He's a family member. He was a family member of mine. You know, he's in the U of L Hall of Fame.
Right.
Started Valhalla. He's a Mayo grad, and had another, you know, like great uncle who also was a Mayo grad. So I guess I was just one of those few in the family that weren't going to go to St. X. You know, I'm glad I did.
Yeah, I'm glad too.
It was kind of fun because you know, kind of going into high school, I hung out with a lot of guys from St. X. Because like Kelly Carson lived in the neighborhood.
Right.
Now Will knows who I'm talking about, referring to. But Kelly lived in a neighborhood that had a lot of St. X kids in there. And I got to know them, so it kind of made it fun when we played St. X because I knew those guys across from us. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, and it made it a little more exciting to beat somebody when their buddies are there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah. So I went to the Catholic school and I just want to go to Mayo, man.
That's good.
6th grade, want to go to Mayo. So.
That's good. And let me ask, you know, people comment, and a lot of these people comment, they definitely know you. So I want to bring up some of these things on here. Coach Kev, my man Brennen Booth. Yeah, Coach Kev, I told him, hey man, you was calling them. You was missing some calls when you was refereeing and stuff. But that's all right. Coach Kevin said, hey, man, you get a new whistle. And we know what he's talking about.
I do know what he's talking about. You know, you talk about a lot of connections still in the area. You know, of course, Wolfie and I went to, you know, play college ball together. You know, but Rob Reeder, who was the head coach of Marion County, just passed away. He was actually one of my best friends.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, last week I was at home, laid him to rest. But
Yes.
I dedicated my whistle, the whistle I used the last couple of years. I retired it, and it went with him. So
Yes.
they would put it, and they actually put it around his neck. So he had a whistle on, and his stepdaughter wanted that, so they took that one off and they put mine in. It's
Okay.
kind of a tribute to him as a coach, because 27 years ago we started our coaching career together at Manual.
Wow.
You know, I mean, so, you know, every coach has a whistle.
Right.
I mean, so I retired that whistle. Kevin Watson, who was with them, with Reeder and Heiser at PRP, and, you know, they were also Paul Bear or something. Heiser wasn't, but Kevin Watson was. So
We love
I got
Coach.
those guys a little bit. Some of them I already knew, but Kevin I really didn't.
I said we love Coach Watson, man. Kevin, yeah, he's one of the regulars on here, man. He's a good guy and everything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we like that.
No,
And
he's great. He's a good friend of Bob.
that's good. So, Shannon Kamick said Germantown Catholic. All that stuff, yeah. So check us out though, Brennan. So at Male, like, see, when you was a freshman. You was there when Eric Carter and all them was like juniors and things like that. So yeah. And I don't think, see, Chris is Abby. You know, we all talk about this all the time and everything, because actually when we was freshmen, we get up there. So Brenda's a sophomore. So then that senior class, Eric Carter, all them, Adrian Green, all that. Would you please explain to people how, like, we're not gonna go to freshman, we'll go to sophomore. Sophomore, your sophomore years, as far as practice for Male and everything, when you can look up and there you got 6D1 dudes right there. Don't get me wrong, when y'all class has them also too, but y'all has a monster class as seniors, man. How was it as a sophomore practicing then? Because, woo!
It was intimidating. To be honest with you, my first real hit my sophomore year was from Sean Smith. I was, you know, he ended up playing at Kentucky. Coach Farr put me at center. He wanted me to try me at center, so I was on the scout team offense, playing center, and they took Sean from middle linebacker and put him over me just as a three-point stance, just as a nose. And I mean, I was looking at the sky so quick, I didn't even know what hit me, man. I was up, down, spinning around. I didn't know what happened. So that was kind of my initiation into varsity football, was from a guy that was getting ready to go to UK and play UK. I mean, but it made us better, you know what I mean? I think it prepared us, because we played against those Division I, you know, Salim Shaheed, I mean, Adrian, all those guys. I mean, we watched those guys play. We, you know, got to run scout team against them.
Right.
We weren't very successful, but you know, I mean, it definitely got us used to the speed of the game and what a Friday night was truly going to be like. Not that the practices were so intense and everything, but just playing against the type of talent. I mean, it definitely got us prepared for when it was our turn, you know, to be in there. And actually, you know, my sophomore year, I played a lot. You know, I unfortunately didn't let her, but I played a whole bunch. You know, I even played in the second round game against Manual, you know, in the second half. So, you know, I got to play quite a bit, but I don't think if we would have been going against just some regular guys like myself, you know, I mean, I don't know if that would have prepared us to go.
Right. No, you're right.
It definitely got us prepared for the second round game in our careers. So, I mean, it was intense though, man. I mean, they were intimidating. There's no doubt about it. I mean, you look across the play at that defense, and you're like, oh goodness.
Right.
We're in a long day, you know. So.
You know what's so crazy though, Brennan? Like when we was freshmen, so you was sophomore, we walked the halls. He said, "Man, look at Big L shining." They're like, "Woo!" Yeah, bro. I mean, they was behemoths, dog. You know, then as grown men, you look like, man, they small, man. but their age and everything, man. I mean, that right there, and it's so funny because, like you said, you played a lot and all this kind of stuff like that, and you got that experience. And so going into that junior year, how was that? Like, I mean, you already been thrown to the wolves and got that experience and actually playing. So, how was your junior year at Mel, man?
It just felt normal, you know what I mean? Like stepped right into, starting offensive guard. And it didn't. I don't remember like being such a big change, but I think it's because it was so competitive. Even as freshmen, even as sophomores, you know what I mean? Like I think it, like I said before, it just prepared us for when it was our time. So it didn't make it like, oh my goodness, I'm a starter now. Of course, you have that pride, but it's not like a shocking thing. Because we were prepared to move into those positions.
All that and all that talent, kind of like what you said before. All that talent, like Mel has one of the best things, and I tell it all the time. I'm gonna say all the time, most of the time. One of the things that Mark did when we first started the show, one of the toughest questions he's ever asked me, man, was who is the best player to ever come out of Mel, talking about football wise, and then even said, he didn't trying to say top 5. I said, bro, I can't do that. Rest in peace, Dad was living then, so I definitely ain't throwing. I gotta throw in some of the people that kind of stuff. But it's like, dude, you cannot do that. It's like I told him, I said, I plead the fifth, bro. I can't. I mean, it's been a ton of talent. Yeah. It's been a ton of talent before us, while we was there, and after us. So it's like, bro, I don't know. I just call me whatever you want to call me. I just can't answer that question.
I think you got to do it like time frames.
Right.
Who was the best? Now, I think Michael was probably one of the best ones that we've had. Bush was probably, one of those. But we've had other ones like Michael. So, but no, it's just that's what I'm saying. Like it's just you got to do it in error. Like it's almost like music. Right. Who's the best rapper? Who's the best rapper? You got to go into time frames in that. You can't really just pick one out.
Right. You have to. But you know what though, Brennan? And this is how rich talented Mel is and everything. That even if you say the '90s, the '80s, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's still gonna be tough on you because a guy that we got coming next week. I really wasn't gonna say nothing, but people forget about him. He was before Bush, Tony Driver.
Oh, yeah. No.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was before that. Like it was after us, but it was before him. Like though, it's like it becomes a norm for us. Like when we come, you know what I'm saying, and the school go back and talk and say, "Oh man," he's like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, he's a bad boy, but we seen these type of players." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that was a hell of a question he asked me. He just thought I just said I can't do it.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, you think back to like Skip Leach.
Ooh, bad boy. Bad.
Ended up going to Missouri and being like their MVP is
right.
Year, you know what I mean?
Right.
Missouri, Raymond Hayes, Eric Carter,
Jeff Ellis, all them, man.
I can forget about Jeff.
Yeah, Terry Samuels.
Yeah, I mean, and I remember going to Fairdale. Me and my dad went to Fairdale and watched Jeff Ellis and them, I think his senior year, play battle it out with a good Fairdale team. I forget who won. I think we may have won, but it was.
We're gonna claim the victory, man.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So it's one of those things like. Yeah, there's just so much talent, and actually, you don't really think about it until you actually think about it.
Right.
There's like something like that. Like, who do you think is the best player to come out of Male? I got to think about that.
Right. So check us out, Brennan. Senior year, right? Senior year. You know what I'm saying, you've been starting, you like you said, you rocking and rolling leadership. Like I said before the show started, Brennan was one of the guys that he was a leader. You know what I'm saying, and I appreciate him for making it easier because he was one of those guys. Even like I was a junior and started, and even for the young guys, they can come talk to him, and he would, you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So like your senior year. Talk to us about your senior year, what goals you had, if going into your senior year and things like that, man.
Well, I think every year, being in Male, and I mean everywhere, you go into it hoping we're trying to get over that hump. We played for a state championship, and I felt like, we had the talent to do it. We just fell short. And then you had the whole, I forget who it was, but I don't know if you remember this. We had the one game we had to forfeit.
Oh, yeah.
Because Jackie McCroskey was actually ineligible.
You ain't supposed to be name calling, dropping like that. That's bad stuff. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. Jackie, it was you, buddy.
But, I mean, like something. Do you remember who that was against, Will?
I forgot who it was against. Because we beat him, but I don't know who it was, though. But I remember.
But I think that affected kind of our seeding.
Our seeding, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's kind of a disappointment. I mean, we ended up 7-4, but I felt like
should have been 8-3.
Our aspirations and our expectations were probably higher than 7-4.
Right.
I don't know. We just didn't accomplish what I felt like we knew we could accomplish. So
right.
It wasn't a disappointment because, like I said, I loved all my years there, but there was disappointment when it ended. We ended at Cardinal Stadium. Mark and Will, y'all probably both remember that. We played most of our playoff games at Cardinal Stadium.
Right. He's a young buck.
Chris said J-Town.
It was Chris said J-Town was the team. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I can still remember that Friday night riding into the stadium to play. I think it was Manuel. No, St. Anne's. No, it was Manuel. Manuel we lost to. And under the lights, and it's just those are special moments, man. That even though we didn't accomplish what we wanted to, it was still we had a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. So.
I don't think it was Manuel. I think it was Chris is on here. He's a historian. Who we lose to our junior year? You talking about your senior year, my junior year?
Yeah.
Nah, because I've never lost to Manuel on my varsity level. It was Valley. I think it was Valley.
Mike Crow.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a once in a lifetime team for them, and they were struggling.
Because remember, we played them in the playoffs 2 years in a row.
Right.
We beat them once, and then they beat us. I guess my senior year they beat us, but we beat them the year before. But it still, I think, was a pretty tough game.
No, it was a tough game. It was a very tough game. Yeah.
For sure, Mike definitely made that engine go. So.
Didn't he? Yeah. So check this out, man. Before we go to your decision to go to college, where you went that like that, talk about some of your brothers, man. Your senior class, man. The people that graduated with you. I mean, I know them, but
I mean, we don't talk as much now as we used to. I've been in Atlanta for 22 years now. But Shannon and I, Leach, we were best friends. Through high school, we even had our special handshake, which I still think we can do today. That's how old we are now. We had special handshakes back then, So, but like, I just keep up with everybody through social media. We'll talk here and there, but Graham Scrivener and Freddie Hackett and Roger Rose. We had all the Leach One, Tommy Knuckles.
Tommy
was on social media all the time. It's just like you said. It's one of those things. You keep up with everybody. You may not talk to them all the time, but when you do, it's like you haven't even. It's like we just graduated yesterday. Those guys are always special to me.
Right.
Because they're my teammates. Just like yourself. And, talking about you and Chris, man. I mean, for some reason, I felt like us three, we had a different kind of bond than most of the O-line and D-line guys, you know what I mean? I can just remember, not anything specific, but, there was something different with us three than probably, we had with other people, as far as...
Yeah, and you know what? And sorry to cut you off, and that's why I said that before, before the show, and I said during the show, like, you was this so easy to talk to. Also gave us pointers and stuff like that. You was like a big brother, and you like, we here for a common cause. So we trying to practice and get better, but we all trying to be brothers here, stuff like that. And you was like you just said, man, it was something to like come. I know if I had to talk to you, had a question, you was gonna answer. And I'm pretty sure Chris, he's on here typing away, talking about Valley 2-point conversion in the corner off a tip, stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, I really, I know that. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when you reached out and everything, and then it just automatically triggers like memories. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. And like, you was them guys, man. That hey, man, I hope, like, I know that Mel is doing a reunion. I know you got your own stuff that we can ready to get into going on. But you know, anytime you can make it, man, that's gonna be a blessing. I know they're trying to do something, and we'll get into that later on. But definitely, man, yeah, I know I appreciate you, and I know Abby did too, bro. So for real. So as we go from senior, right? So what colleges was you looking at before you made your decision?
Well, I was a small college football kid. You know what I mean? Like, so it kind of came down to Butler University in Indianapolis, which at that time was Division II, Campbellsville University in Central Kentucky, NAIA, and then I had a school out in Nebraska that I went and visited with Big Todd Goodlett.
Todd!
And Hastings College out in Nebraska. It kind of came down to those three. I really felt comfortable at Butler, so I ended up taking I had a better offer. Campbellsville at that time was non-scholarship. Of course, my story ends up at Campbellsville, but I ended up going to Butler University my freshman year. Played football there, so it was just kind of I felt like the best fit. Division II football, but also Division I athletics.
Right.
Basketball and stuff like so. I got to see. The big dog plays for Purdue and Eric for North Carolina. But yeah, I ended up going to Butler University.
How long was you at Butler before you went to Campbellsville?
Just a year.
Okay.
Just a year. I was young and dumb. Not that I regret anything about going to Campbellsville because, some of my best friends I met at Campbellsville, they were in my wedding, are still in the Louisville area. And, but I probably should have stayed at Butler. Hindsight is 2020.
Right.
It was just one of those things. I was deep on the depth chart as a freshman, true freshman, and just thought I'd never get a shot. And, then I decided to transfer and went to Campbellsville, and then I called back to my buddies in Butler, and they're like, "Oh man, this guy left, that guy left, he got left. Dude, you would have been second string." I'm like, okay, well, I've already kind of made my decision.
Yeah.
God had a plan for me, so
right.
It ended up being in Campbellsville. Not that I didn't end up graduating from Campbellsville, but later on I went back and got my degree. But I met some of my best friends when I was at Campbellsville. Actually when he was here, Ron Wakefield, Booby.
Who
coached PRP, played at Dolls, played with actually Rob Reeder in Marion County, and he was just down here this weekend with his son Keon, who actually played at Hale.
Right. With the U of L, then he transferred.
Yeah. So no regrets. Chris Morgan, who's the FCA director at University of Louisville, was also my teammate at Campbellsville. With Chris Wolf was on that staff, or not on the staff, but on the team.
What position did Coach Wolf play, man?
Played outside linebacker. He's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Him and Booby were kind of the outside guys, and but I think a lot of my connections still to the area came from Campbellsville. We ran options, so I played line there, but you talk about Chris at Wolf at Mail, and you talk about Stockdale at Nelson County,
Yep, Stockdale. Yeah.
I got guys that I played with in college at Campbellsville that are across the state of Kentucky.
Right.
And our coaches. So it kind of, that's kind of what our thing was at Campbellsville. You move on to go be a coach.
And Brennen, and before you hit that, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, when did you decide that, hey, I want to coach? Like, when did that? Has it always been there that you was like, I want to do that? Like, as in middle school, you was like, hey, eventually I want to be a coach.
Yeah, I think it's in my blood. Like I said, my grandfather was in the Athletic Hall of Fame at St. Axe, but he was a long-time coach.
What was his name? What was grandfather's name? What's his name?
Owen White.
Okay.
Owen White, WEIS. Actually, my sophomore year, or my freshman year, I went out with my grandmother because he passed in like '74.
Uh-huh.
Went out with my grandmother when he got inducted. It was at Manual Stadium because St. X didn't play on campus at that time.
Right.
But yeah, so it's always been in me. I think. I mean, it's just something that just I can't tell you specifically when I knew I was going to be a coach. I've just always kind of had that feeling that that's what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? And, I had aspirations of doing any level I could, and I've experienced a lot. But I knew from a young age that I wanted to be a coach.
So, as you leave Campbellsville, like first of all, what was the first coaching job you had, and where was it at?
It's actually funny. My first coaching job was at Manual.
Hey, interview's over.
Yeah.
But hey, think it's hey. Hey, I always give people a hard time. You know I can't say the N word, but go ahead.
I saw it from a different side, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw it from the little brother side.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
So how'd you get that job? Like, what coaches there? I mean, who are you?
Remember Coach Carr, our offensive line coach?
Yeah.
Coach Carr got hired on there.
He sure did.
With Coach Mays, who came from St. X, who's a long-time AD at St. X.
Right.
Assistant principal at PRP.
Right.
So Jerry brought me on as a freshman coach.
Okay.
Joe Nichols was on that staff who ended up taking over at Manual. Dana Horton was on that staff.
Yeah.
Harry Vinegar, who was at Dolls, who ended up coaching, around. I think it's some other schools too. So that's where I started. I started as a freshman coach at Manual.
Okay.
Totally other side of the barrel, man.
He's silly.
Got me some experience. So.
How long was you there, Brennan? How long?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, and then I had aspirations to go to college ball. So Coach Mays kind of was my mentor and kind of helped me. To be honest with you, when I got done playing, we were at Hooters every 2 or 3 days. I ate, drank beer.
Right.
Dude, I was like 265. I was the heaviest, and I was not a healthy 265.
Yeah, right.
So he told me, like, if you want to do that, you got to network. So you might want to get in some shape. So I lost, quite a few pounds.
Right.
Exercise, and went and worked camps. I went and worked high school camps at the colleges. At that time, the campers were there for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They did sessions. It wasn't
Right.
stuff like now. So I worked south. I actually ended up the girl I was dating at that time. We had been down to Myrtle Beach a little bit. Went to Columbia. So I was kind of liking South Carolina at that time. So I ended up working South Carolina's high school camp for 3 summers straight.
Wow.
And then I worked U of L's, I think 1 or 2 years. And that was with the Cougars there. Just started networking.
Yeah.
Like South Carolina, a lot of times you go to those camps and the high school coaches they just kind of hang out, work a little bit. I was with the GAs. I wasn't with the grad assistants.
Right.
If they needed people to go pick up lunch, I was with the grad assistants, picking up lunch, setting up tables for lunch, whatever they needed done, I was involved in it.
That's good stuff.
Thinking I'm here just to get to know some people and just kind of sit around and have fun. I was there to impress people.
Right.
My work ethic. So it paid off. I ended up doing a student assistant at Louisville after my 2 years at Manual, just helping in recruiting and with special teams and kind of behind the scenes kind of stuff.
Wow.
And then Cooper got fired at Louisville.
Right.
And went down to Alabama A&M. And he actually hired me as a restricted earnings offensive line coach. So I got 2 years under my belt down there.
Oh, you was at Alabama A&M?
Yeah.
Brandon, I hear you, baby. Hey, how was the halftime? Well, you didn't get to see the band do their stuff, baby.
Oh, I never did, but we always got flagged 15 after halftime. That's for sure. We always went into it, minus 15.
Right.
And I learned pretty quick, like, what kind of respect you have for those bands, because hell, we'd be done with meetings and everything else, and they'd still be out on the field practice.
Wow.
They were out there for about 4 or 5 hours a night, man, getting ready for the game on Saturday. You know, and us as a football team, we're out there 3 hours.
Right.
And I mean, they're there when the sun's up, and they're there when the sun's down. I mean,
Right.
you know, and I learned a lot, man. I love black college football, man. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, you know. Got the experience, you know, Magic City Classic.
Right.
You know, got to go to Southern. I mean,
Woo-wee.
we went down to Southern. The first year I was there, we played Southern. They were 13th in the country, and we beat them. And then the next year we went down there. It was pouring down rain, and that place was packed.
Wow.
26,000 deep, and they were all into the game. I mean, but I did 2 years there. It was great. I enjoyed it. But you know, being a restricted guy, not making a lot of money.
Right.
I eventually had to think about what my next step was going to be. So I came home, man. You know, came home and was working for a company out of Shelbyville Road called Alpha Leasing that Chris Morgan, the FCA director of Louisville, got helped me get. So we were working together. And,
well, you are well connected, brother.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
But look, the name, wait a minute. The name dropping you've been doing since you've been out here, I don't think people has realizing the names that you're dropping. But I do. But go ahead. And Mark does. So go ahead.
Well, I mean, I do. I know a lot of people. Like, I was just thinking about, like, Brent Thompson at North Harvard, a buddy of mine. And, you know, we played together at Campbellsville. He played guard, I played tackle. But, yeah, I'm not trying to impress.
No. Because it's not like you saying, you know what I'm saying, dude from Amazon. But like if you know sports and you know around here, there's some heavy hitters that you just dropping because hell, he was on the TV. Morgan was on the TV with on the sideline with Louisville like that. But he's always, you know, they come in there and they do Christian stuff like that. So yeah. But anyway, so after you went there, what else you do? How'd you get back?
Back home, like I said, I was working just part time, you know, just trying to figure out what my next step was. And a buddy of mine that I met down South Carolina's camp, Sean Corbett, I called him up. He's at Cumberland University, right outside Lebanon, Tennessee, home of Cracker Barrel. And I called him just to see what he's up to, just to catch up. And he's like, "You calling about the offensive line job?" And I was like, "No, but maybe." So like, yeah, okay. So I ended up, you know, he got me hired on there as offensive line coach at Cumberland.
Wow.
So I was there for a year. We went 5-5. We were ranked at one time. I mean, it was a good time. I love Nashville. That area is great. Met some good people. Still got friends there. Some of the guys that played for me, I'm still in contact with and stuff like that. But then that's kind of where my arena journey started.
Yeah, let's talk about this because you kind of threw me for a loop, and I should have asked the name, but I wanted to hear it on the show. So talk about that. How'd you get into the arena football as far as coaching and what teams? I guess it might have been Nashville, but who was it?
Yeah, well, it started out in Nashville, but funny thing is, like when I was a student assistant at Louisville, Marty Lowe was a GA. Remember Marty Lowe?
Oh yes, yes.
So Marty and I became pretty good friends, and I seen the arena football on ESPN. You know what I mean? Like you'd see it on it, and I was just like, you know what? Marty was offensive coordinator for the Nashville Cats, and I'm in Lebanon. I just called him up and said, "Hey man, I'd like to come over one day and just learn the game." Like,
right.
You know, I've seen it on TV, but I really don't know like the ins and outs of it. You know, so I'm kind of interested in what what the game is. So he's like, "Come on over, man." You know. So I went over there. I spent a couple of days with them. They actually had a position available. They had a fullback. At that time, 6 of the 8 players went both ways. So you basically coach 2 positions.
Right.
All in defense. So it was a fullback linebacker position, and then I ended up taking over the special team. So I got on there. I just stopped at 11 man. I mean, I was like, this is what I want to do.
Right.
At that time, the players were making pretty good money. Coaches were making pretty good money. And it was a fun game. I mean, it just, I saw a lot of the country for free and had a lot of fun coaching.
Right.
Because the game was so simplified, not simplified, but the rules made it where there's only so many things that can happen. It's not like 11 man where you might see us, even front this week and odd front next week and all that. You saw the same thing every time. So,
So what? Hey, Brennan, what was your record? What was your record against Louisville Fire?
We didn't play them. I was in Arena 1 at that time.
Oh, okay.
So 6 of my 7 seasons were Arena 1.
Okay.
So I never really, even my year Arena 2, Louisville Fire was already
Exhausted, yeah.
Right. But arena football, like we travel, we fly down to New Orleans, we go do a walkthrough at the arena. We're done at like 1 o'clock. We don't have anything else to do. There's no meetings, no nothing. So I was able to actually go out and experience.
Yes.
Some of these places, went to New Orleans every year, went to Tampa every year, went to Orlando every year. If you know anything about arena football, like Orlando was in Tampa were 2 of the
right.
one of the most original arena teams. And
they were.
There was a lot of, it was a good time. I had a good time. We had a good year. We went to the Arena Bowl. Played Grand Rapids, up in Grand Rapids, and we lost on a field goal, but, I had, my fullback, Andy Kelly, who was Tennessee quarterback, was our quarterback, Corey, I forget his name now. He ended up playing for the Cowboys, Will, so he was, Corey Fleming.
Fleming, yeah.
Yeah, he was one of our receivers. I mean, at that time, arena football, Bridgestone Arena, which is called right now.
Yeah, Bridgestone.
I mean, it was awesome.
How long was you there, Brennan?
I was there for 1 year, and the team moved.
Okay.
So the team moved down to Atlanta and became the Georgia Force, but I ended up going to Carolina, a team in Raleigh, North Carolina called the Carolina Cobras, who actually I'm getting ready to drop another name. Mike New, the head coach of Ball State, was our head coach.
Wow.
I was with Mike New in the Arena League.
Yeah.
My second year. So I did that, and then kind of came back to Marty Lowe, became the head coach of the Georgia team.
Okay.
So once the season was over with Carolina, which we went to the playoffs, made it to the second round, I think, played out in Arizona. But we lost to the Rattlers. No, we beat the Rattlers in the next week we lost. But then Marty and I got not connected again because we still talk.
Right.
But he's like, hey, man, why don't you come down here and be our special team and be our fullback linebacker coach? I was the O-line, D-line coach for the Cobras. So then I ended up spending 3 years with the Georgia Force down here, and that's what brought me to Atlanta.
Okay. Okay.
So I spent, go ahead.
So after you decide to hang up the arena, so then you went back to high school? Is that
so I did 3 years with the Georgia Force. So last year we were owned by the Falcons. So Arthur Blank bought the team my last year.
That's a good guy to buy it.
Yeah. No, we were up there at the facility. We had our own locker room that they still use for like rookies and stuff. It was first class. Went to the Arena Bowl. It was probably one of the best times I've ever had coaching, was because he treated it just like he would with the Falcons. So they chartered a flight for us.
Wow.
My girlfriend, who's now my wife, came out. A couple buddies came out. I had a hotel, a couple hotel rooms just on the night. We were out there for 3 or 4 days.
Wow.
Just like it was amazing. Our head coach at that time. Yeah, I'm getting ready to drop another one. I'm sorry, but Doug Plank, who played for the Bears, he's actually the guy they named the 46 defense after because his number was 46. So Doug was the head coach at that time. Marty got fired the year before that. So Doug was our coach, and literally we were out there for 3 or 4 days. We played in the Arena Bowl. Arthur shut down ESPN zone, whatever, in Vegas.
Yeah.
We had like 3 hours after the game, food, drinks, everything. It was an amazing time, and the guys, some of the guys on that staff, like my line coach right now, Bob Cronenberg, was in personnel for the Falcons for 10 or 11 years. Last year, he was assistant offensive line coach. Our equipment guy, Jimmy Luck, he's the head equipment guy for the Jaguars. So, I mean, there's a lot of those guys that in the Arena League. Matt Nagy was our quarterback. He's the head coach of the Bears.
Right.
The Arena got a lot of knocks.
That's crazy. That's crazy, Brennan.
Minor league football, but there's a lot of, Jay Gruden, who's the head coach for the who was it, the Bengals?
He was
John's brother, was a long-time Arena guy. He's
he remember he was at Washington too. So yeah, he's been there. Yeah.
But there's quite a few Arena guys floating around, personnel and coaching. At the NFL level now. Will McClay, who's the head of personnel for the Cowboys, is an old Arena guy.
Right.
There's a lot of good coaches that came out of the league. Mike New. One of our quarterbacks is the head coach of Western Carolina, Tim Lester. Or not Western Carolina, Western Michigan.
Okay.
So it was a really good time. So I did that 3 years there, and then to be honest with you, I got out of it. I got it. Or no, hold on. Yeah, I think I got. There is a college job in there in between.
That's when you've been. That's when you've been everywhere.
Yeah. So at some point, I got out of coaching, but I got back in. No, okay. I know what it is. After that third year, I ended up getting hired as a D-line coach at the University of Arkansas on Southern.
Okay.
It's kind of a part-time deal, but at that time, our Arena contracts only ran 6 or 7 months.
Oh, okay.
So we needed to have some. So I got a part-time gig with them coaching D-line. It was different. Being in the Delta, Mississippi, Arkansas, I mean, it was different. It was just
right.
It was out there. It was out in the middle of nowhere. But it was still, it was all part of the learning process.
Right.
I got to go to North Dakota State. We got beat 77-7.
That's a nice.
I got to experience, what it's like at the Fargo run.
Right.
And then I ended up coming back to Atlanta because I'm in a serious relationship with my future wife. And then I got out of it for about 3 years. To be honest with you, I ended up going back to school. I had finished. I kind of floated by without a degree, and I just knew I needed to go back and get it. So I got out and worked 3 years for Gold's Gym.
Okay.
Down here in Atlanta, and went back to school and then finished my degree at Kennesaw State. And then got back into arena football. It's kind of.
But hey, the back of that baseball card is filled, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. So then I got on with the Cleveland Gladiators. Went up there for a season, and then came back, and then went to Arena 2 for the Mahoning Valley Thunder, which was in the same area as in Youngstown. Ended up being an interim head coach there for about 4 games. Didn't do great, but got the opportunity. And then had to have a serious talk with my girlfriend, now my wife, and mother of my 3 kids.
Right.
Basically just said, you can't keep leaving for 6 or 7 months. Get married, have kids. You can't do that. I can't do that. You can't do that. So I knew at that point, I always thought I'd come back to high school football. I thought that's where my career would end, with high school football.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like something that hurt me or anything like that.
Right.
I just knew it was time to say, you know what, it's time to settle down in an area.
So let me ask you this. So you in high school football. You're getting in there in the Atlanta area or whatever. Talk about that and talk about how the programs you started, different stuff like that. Because I know you hit something that when we was going back and forth, I was intrigued by. So if you can talk about that real quick, as far as where you at, or where you started and how you are now.
Okay. Well, that last arena season we had a bye week. It was real late, so I knew I needed find a job basically in the area. So there's a school called St. Francis High School here in North Portland County. They were looking for, a math assistant and assistant football coach. So I put my resume in. I coach also at Duluth High School here in the area in between some marina seasons. I had some ties, but I interviewed for the job. They hired me. I was a defense coordinator for 2 years. They were just starting the program. It's a class, single A program here in Georgia. And Georgia's a little bit different. Like Class A, just in Class A, there's like almost 40 private schools.
Wow.
So,
Woo!
we're split now, public and private. There's like Class A, there's like 80 schools. 80 something schools.
That's a lot of schools.
So, but they hired me on as defense coordinator. So we started the program, played mainly a JV schedule the first 2 years, played a couple varsity games because, I kind of learned that you got to have a couple of those to kind of see where you're at and see where you need to get to. And then when they started the program, the original head coach left like real late in the summer. So, so he left like in July. So they hired a guy, a great guy. I mean, he was a great dude, but he just didn't have any experience. His only experience was coaching the 8th grade team the year before. So they had hired him, and some things happened. Some things happened that weren't good as far as just because of his inexperience.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of one of those things like they were going to let him go, and they basically gave me the first right of refusal to take over as head coach because they knew what my resume was, the stops I made and everything.
Right.
Not as a head coach, but as far as just coaching, I've had at that time almost 20 years. Over 15 years coaching experience. So got hired as the head coach. First year we went varsity, and was the head coach there for 4 years. So I took him from JV to varsity. So it's one of those things like I learned how to start a program, and I'm still learning how to do that now from where I'm at. So I was there for 4 years. My second to last year, our first year that we were eligible, we did 9 regions the first 2 years. And then second, we jumped into a region that third year, and we actually ended up going to the playoffs. The second non-region year we were 8-2, and the first region year we were 7-4. Made the playoffs, and the first time in school history. And at that time, it wasn't like they take the top 2 or top 4. You had to be. It was a ranking system, which I think they did, or they're still doing it in Kentucky. Well, not anymore. Weren't they at some point doing like a ranking system kind of deal?
I can't remember that. But they switch up so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we made the playoffs. First time in school history. First time eligible. And then the next year, it kind of taught me like how important leadership is on a team.
Right.
I had a good senior class that year, like a really good senior class that were leaders. And the next year I didn't have it so much, and we were competitive, but we ended up 3-7, and it just to the point where I felt like it's time for me to move on and take on a new challenge.
Right. So, is that when you decided to? How did you do this startup that you're doing? That you are you doing it now, or you already started up another program?
I'm still in it, man.
Okay.
It's been rough, but yeah, after that last year at St. Francis, I interviewed for 3 different positions. Ended up there was a school starting football called Notre Dame Academy, which was literally like 2 miles from the house.
Okay.
And I had at that time we had 2 kids, 2 young kids, and I just felt like it was time for me to move on from St. Francis. I had taken it to a certain level, and it just wasn't. I was ready for something new. So Notre Dame offered me. I took it, and it's kind of been rough, but it's very competitive here on every level.
Right.
As far as the kids, you got to have the right administration and everything in order to make it work. You know what I mean? Like I know the recruiting is not really what you want to say, but people think we just have to compete with other private schools, but in this area we got to compete with the public schools too, because they're doing everything they can to keep kids.
Right. Right.
If you just saw Titletown USA, I mean, or Titletown High on Netflix, I mean, that's that's what Georgia football is, man. I mean, it's you gotta get.
Yeah, have you checked it out yet? Yeah.
You gotta check it out, man. I got a funny story about that. We got a little time at the end. But,
Yeah.
So I've been at Notre Dame for 6 years. It's been a struggle because we're a really small school, and we've had a lot of turnover in administration. I'm currently the athletic director also. This is my second year as athletic director, but in my 6 years.
If you need some assistant athletic directors from Louisville, we heard.
Okay. But it's just a really small school. It's been really tough. Enrollment's been up and down. It's been hard keeping kids. But I think they hired a president to kind of run the day to day, and I think it's finally at the level to where we can start kind of progressing forward instead of taking like a step forward or 2 steps back. So it's been tough. It hasn't been easy, but I've learned a lot. And I love what I do. Working with the kids is awesome.
Cool.
It's just kind of one of those things. Like it's just in me, man. I mean,
we can tell.
Yeah, I mean, she asked me one time. She said, "How do you feel about being a builder of programs?" I said, "I'm all right with it. This one's been tougher than the first one, but it's just as rewarding because this year we got 27, 28 kids. Most kids have had since I've been there.
Wow.
We're bigger, we're stronger. We're finally not the smallest team on the field when we walk out there. We just got to put it all together.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
So,
but look, check us out though. I mean, that right there. That's great leadership and patience and everything. But look, check us out. Now, Brennen is a big sports fan, so I see a lot of pictures with that carton of bird on them and all this kind of stuff. So basically, if you ever watch the show, we kind of kick you off your rocker. You've been on your stuff. So basically, we're gonna go to some different scenes. So when I click on them, I'm gonna have to bring you back on. Don't touch nothing. You'll come back on. So let's go on and do this. All right, here we go. We got a thing that's called franchise players, all-star players, stat player. You got to rank them. 1, 2, 3. Franchise, all-star, stat. Right now, these are shooters. This category is shooters. So shooters of all time. Let's go and do this right now. Miller, Carey, Allen. Rank them.
All right, I'm old school, so I'm going to go Miller, franchise, Curry, all-star, Allen, stat.
Ooh, okay.
That's tough though, man. Y'all making it tough. It's like choosing that best male high player.
Hold on. We got some more for you, brother.
All
right, best in-game dunker. 50, 45, 40. You got Dominique, Vince, Jordan. In-game. Rank them.
Okay. I'm going to rank Wilkins first because I'm a Dominique Wilkins fan. I've been a Hawks fan for a long time. So I'm going to put him as the 50. I'll put Jordan as 45. I'll put Carter as 40.
Woo! Saucy.
Yeah.
Saucy. All right, let's go with this one. Bang. This is 2 guards. This is the up and coming ones. So you got Book, you got Mitchell, you got Murray. Franchise player, all-star player, stat player.
Man, y'all make it real tough, man. Hey, I got to go with Donovan as a franchise player because I am a Cardinal.
Yeah.
Born and ready. Devin Booker is definitely an all-star player. And I think Murray, unfortunately, would end up being a stat player.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
That's tough.
All right. Let's go to future point guards. Bam. Young, LaMelo, Ja. Franchise player, all-star player, stat. What you got?
I'm going to go, like I said, I'm a Hawks fan, so I'm going to go Trey, but I think he deserves it. He's a franchise player. He's the one they built this team down here around. So I'll go with him, franchise player. I'll go Ja is the all-star player, and LaMelo is the stat player.
Woo. Okay. Man, you rocking and rolling with it, man. I thought that'd be a little bit tougher for you, man. I don't understand, but look, let's go and do this, cause you around my age, the older, so let's go and go this one. Boxing.
Oh, God.
Heavyweight, welterweight, lightweight, rank 'em. Sugar Ray, Hitman Hearns, and Hagler.
Oh, making it tough on me. I'll go Hagler heavyweight, Hearns welterweight, Sugar Ray lightweight.
Likes that. Likes that. Likes that.
I almost forgot all those guys from boxing, man. Boxing.
Yes, sir.
Over the years, so.
You're right.
Absolutely.
You're right. All right, Brendan, what we do, man, we always, before we wrap it up, man, we always give people their time to thank anybody's in their life, you know, their family, coaches, whoever's played an important role in your life. You talk about your anybody, man. So right now is the time you go ahead and give your thanks and praise to people who has been a part of your life and who's still in your life type stuff.
Well, I mean, it's, first and foremost, I gotta give it to my wife. I mean, even like right now, I mean, she's handling 3 young kids while I'm, doing, my season and everything. So I gotta definitely give her the most props. Just, it takes a special woman to be the wife of a coach. You know what I mean? She's been doing it for a long time, 20-something years, so she's been through a lot. So I gotta give her that. And then just my mom and dad, they've always been supportive of me being a coach and knowing that was my dream.
That's good stuff.
They never wavered from it. They support me. They come see me, see my game when they can, stuff like that. But then just everybody else, all my friends, Ron Wakefield, the late Rob Reeder, actually today is his birthday.
Right. Happy birthday. Rest in heaven, baby.
Up in heaven. And then just all the guys that I'm coaching. I mean, it's a special bond. Guys you play college with, and then now they're everybody's coaches. And, guys I've met over the years, just thank them. But then, you think about my mentors. Coach Carr.
Coach Carr.
He's probably the biggest influence on me. Probably, because he was good at being hard on you, but then loving on you, and he was a very important part of my life for a very long time. And then, Coach Mays, who was at, Manual, he was very influential on me as a coach, and kind of directed me in the right direction to reach my goals. So, those are probably 2 guys that I really look up to. Coach Variety, who was at Central. I've leaned on him quite a bit. And to be honest with you, even sometimes I've leaned on Coach Glazer, who was the head coach at St. Anne's.
Right.
For as much as we played against him and everything, I mean, I've reached out to him multiple times, and he turns right around and reaches back out. So,
right.
I think I'm just thankful for all the guys that I do know, and the fact that we can lean on each other, and ask questions. I got buddies down here, so I just thank all my coaching friends and everything for just all their support. Being there for me when I need to ask a question, or they need me to answer a question for them. So, just my family. I know you got a picture up the front. That's my nephew who played at Bullitt Central.
Okay.
He's actually all county and everything. Exact. It was kind of special to see him play. And just my family and everything. So, and I thank you guys for doing this, because I think, one thing is like Kentucky football. I love Kentucky football, high school football. I keep up with it. A lot of my friends are involved in it. So it's not like I moved away from Kentucky and I'm just all Georgia. I'm all
right.
Kentucky. I love Louisville. I love the state of Kentucky. I'm a Carver fan through and through. So
he is. I can say that.
I'm just thankful that that I still have those connections to home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people move away and are gone as long as I am, and they have no connections. I'm as connected to Louisville as I am to Georgia.
Right.
I mean? So I'm just thankful for all of that.
So. One thing we need you to do, because a man with all these stops and experience, you gotta get your Twitter game up, brother. You gotta get. For real. Because real, bro. You have touched a lot of people's lives, and we gotta get that egg off her. Or whatever. You remember they used to do egg and egg or whatever. Put that face on it, man. Because this journey with you, I didn't know all this, you know what I'm saying, and haven't talked to you in a long time. But bro, you have a lot of experience, a lot of people you're in touch. I'm pretty sure that I use Twitter. We use Twitter to make sure we touch base, not only with the athletics, but the people too. And brother, what you're doing down there in Georgia, you know what I'm saying, is special. What you have done in different places besides the state of Kentucky and Louisville is special, man. Get out there so people can reach you and all this kind of stuff, man. And that's real. I'm just glad that you're on Facebook. I mean, a lot of us old people are, but you got to get on Twitter because I'm telling you, man, what you told, man, you're inspirational, man. You saw what you wanted to do. You followed that through thick and thin, whatever you had to go, whatever deep and valleys and different stuff, and a great experience, man. I mean, hell, if I'm what you call him, Wolfie, if I'm Coach Wolf, like David Johnson was on there with Kevin, and David Johnson wants to speak to the team. Like this is one thing about this show is that we're able to bring alumni on here and everything else, and you guys got a lot y'all can tell the program. I understand, we all understand coaches got their programs, but when you have a prominent, the number 2 winningest high school in the country, when you have all this stuff and all these different people you can touch to come and talk to the team about the port and stuff, bro, man, we got to start making it happen.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, it's been a long journey, but it's been an enjoyable one. And you're right, I've met a lot of people, and I have a lot of connections. I mean, I network. I feel like pretty good. But you're right. I'm old school, man. I still like to write stuff down.
I know.
And Facebook's easy because I can just read everybody. But you're right. I mean, other people said that too. I do. It's one of those things like if you're not comfortable with it, you're not going to use it as much.
Right.
To be honest with you, Will, I just don't brag on myself a whole lot.
Right.
I feel like I'm just like everybody else, man. You know what I mean? Just trying to make a name, look at a name for myself, make an impact on the community, and then, I don't know. I've just always been that. My wife has said that before. She's like, we'll meet somebody, and she'll be like, "How come you didn't tell them you're a coach?" And I was like, "Just because, I'm just me."
Right.
I just, I found having a family and everything. Like football has been a part of my life, and it's very important, but. Once you have a family and everything, like it kind of puts things in perspective.
Respect the big time.
You know what I mean? So, no, I appreciate y'all having me on, and I'll try to get better with my Twitter game.
Yeah, you have to. And I look at it as like this, man. When we first started the show, man, we just doing sports. We was all over the place, but we knew what we wanted to do as far as sports and stuff like that. Then, as we grew and matured, we're like, you know what? Let's make a part where we can give back to the 502 for the youngsters, even the people in Indiana, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like, shoot their stuff out, their videos and all that, because you just never know who you're connected to, who may see it. And that's the angle that we try to take, you know what I'm saying? Promote. And my thing is this, it's like the experience you have is so valuable that, hey, man, everybody don't get that experience that you have did from pro arena, college, high school, all that kind of stuff, starting up the program, man. And I want to say this, I'm so thankful that we connected back and you hit me up with that, man, because I didn't know all this stuff and this journey that you are doing, man, is a blessing. And this makes me proud, you know what I'm saying, to call you a brother and have you Bulldog Nation with me, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, appreciate everything you doing. And
appreciate you, Will.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've always had me and Chris, we always had something special, man.
Right.
So I appreciate y'all having me on. Just so Mark knows, we don't leave out PRP. I know Tommy Williams too, man.
Tommy!
He'll be there Friday.
Hey!
That year they went to the state championship, I was there when they played Eastern in the playoffs and everything. So, with Wolfie was at PRP and Boobie was at PRP, I went and saw some games, and then when Heiser took over and
that's good
Peter
shit.
was there and everything, I was I've spent some Friday nights at PRP. Just didn't want to leave him out.
I know. And I don't know. Whenever you get a chance, I know you're busy. You have to check an interview out with Tommy. You know, Tommy was on her.
Oh, was he? Okay.
It was last week.
Yep.
Last week. Yeah, he was out there doing his thing. I said, "Oh man, we got to catch some of them adult beverages with him." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, I've spent some derbies with Tommy. So.
Oh wow, I can imagine.
Yeah, so.
But hey, brother, thank you. We're gonna close this out, man. Thank you. We'll get with you, brother. Thank you. Okay.
Hey, I'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Be safe.
All right, have a good night.
You too.
Market wheel. Yeah. What you know about them Bulldogs and them Panthers? Legacy. That's right. Legacy. That's right. Legacy. That's right. Legacy. Let's go. What you know about this legacy? Wednesday night tuned in to this legacy. Mark and Will locked in on this legacy. Mel and PRP's in on this legacy. Let's go. What you know about this legacy? Wednesday night tuned in to this legacy. Mark and Will locked in on this legacy. Get your popcorn, I know you need this medicine. Let's go.